Good day to everyone. It is Thursday, June 25th. So today we continue with a discussion of some more principles of NMR spectroscopy. We're going to be looking at this concept of integration of the NMR resonances, which will tell us information about the numbers, the actual numbers of protons that are present in a compound. And we're also going to take on a very challenging subject called spin-spin coupling. This describes the shape of the NMR peaks. To date, I've been very careful to show you just NMR spectra that contain single peaks. But as you'll see, the influence of the NMR spectra can be due to the presence of protons that are nearby. And before we get into the lecture, I just want to comment briefly about how this course is proceeding. And overall, from my perspective, I think pretty good. I will just share with you a concern, and that is that there's some folks that are kind of waiting until the last opportunity to review a series of lectures at once, and not just the day, but basically you have a backlog of multiple days of lectures, and then you're just trying to absorb too much in one time frame. I highly discourage you from doing that. There's a certain convenience in that you can watch these lectures really any time, but if you try to do 3 days of 1 hour, nominally 1 hour lectures in just one sitting, you're not going to be able to. I mean, your head will explode. Or obviously that won't happen, but you're just not going to be able to focus carefully. And the second thing is, I strongly encourage folks to not try to take a shortcut in waiting for the problem set to come out and then beginning to review the lectures. Number one, if you do that, you're going to be 5 days behind schedule. Second, the problem set problems are not designed to be tricky and trip you up or anything. They're designed just to test your understanding of the concepts that we feel are important for you. And if you just have the question outside of the context of, say, reading the whole chapter of the book or the lecture notes, they're by design, they're going to be much more difficult for you to answer. So with that in mind, please don't try to take any shortcuts. Alrighty, I guess it's time to get going with some NMR. We're not going to go the full hour today. I'm going to talk about those things with NMR, and depending on how much time I spend on that, we may talk about carbon-13 NMR or call it a day. Take care.